Imagine waking up one morning, looking in the mirror, and seeing a face that appears years older than it did just a few months ago. The fine lines that were once faint are now deep and pronounced, your skin looks dull and tired, and your hair has lost its luster. You feel exhausted, foggy, and weighed down by the pressures of life. Now, imagine that this transformation didn't take years, it happened in just a matter of months. This is not just a hypothetical scenario. It's the reality for millions of people worldwide who unknowingly experience the effects of accelerated aging due to chronic stress. Research has uncovered a shocking truth: chronic stress doesn't just make you feel older, it physically transforms your body at a cellular level, shortening your lifespan, weakening your immune system, and increasing your risk of age-related diseases. Scientists have found that individuals under constant stress have telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of DNA strands, that are significantly shorter than those of people who manage stress effectively. Telomeres naturally shorten with age, but stress speeds up this process dramatically, leading to premature aging and an increased risk of diseases like Alzheimer's, heart disease, and even cancer. A landmark study from the University of California, San Francisco, found that women who reported experiencing chronic stress had telomeres that made them biologically a decade older than their actual age. That means that a 40-year-old woman under persistent stress could have the biological age of a 50-year-old, with all the health risks that come with it. The implications of this research are staggering, proving that stress is more than just an emotional burden, it is a powerful force that accelerates aging from the inside out. A life-changing moment that exposed the truth about stress and aging. For years, people have believed that aging is simply a natural process dictated by genetics and the passage of time. But what if that wasn't entirely true? What if the real culprit behind premature aging was something we encounter every single day? Consider the case of Sarah, a 42-year-old corporate executive who had always prided herself on her ability to handle stress. She worked long hours, managed multiple responsibilities, and constantly pushed herself to perform at her best. She believed that stress was just part of life, something to be endured rather than managed. Then, one morning, she looked in the mirror and barely recognized the person staring back at her. Her skin looked pale and wrinkled, her hair was thinning, and dark circles had formed under her eyes. She had gained weight around her midsection, despite maintaining the same diet and exercise routine. The fatigue she once brushed off as normal now felt like an unshakable burden. Concerned, she visited a doctor who performed a series of tests. The results were shocking: her biological age was nearly 10 years older than her chronological age. The doctor explained that her high-stress lifestyle had taken a severe toll on her body, causing chronic inflammation, hormonal imbalances, and cellular damage that had aged her far beyond her years. Sarah's story is not unique. Every day, millions of people unknowingly accelerate their aging process by allowing stress to go unchecked. But how exactly does stress wreak such havoc on the body? The answer lies in a complex biological process that affects everything from your skin and brain to your heart and immune system. The hidden problem: why stress is the silent killer of youth. Most people associate aging with external changes, wrinkles, graying hair, and a slower metabolism. But what if the real signs of aging were happening beneath the surface, hidden from view? Scientists now understand that aging is not just about getting older, it's about the gradual deterioration of the body's ability to repair itself. And stress is one of the most powerful forces driving this deterioration. At the core of the aging process is a hormone called cortisol, which is released by the body in response to stress. In small doses, cortisol is beneficial, it helps the body respond to threats and maintain balance. However, when stress becomes chronic, cortisol levels remain elevated for extended periods, leading to widespread damage throughout the body. This prolonged exposure to cortisol accelerates the breakdown of collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for keeping skin firm and youthful. Without these essential proteins, the skin loses its elasticity, resulting in sagging, fine lines, and deep wrinkles. But the effects of stress go far beyond the skin. Cortisol also plays a role in brain function, cardiovascular health, and immune response. Studies have shown that chronic stress can shrink the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. This is why people under extreme stress often experience brain fog, forgetfulness, and difficulty concentrating. Over time, this cognitive decline can increase the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. The heart is another major casualty of chronic stress. When the body is constantly in a state of high alert, blood pressure rises, inflammation increases, and arteries become damaged, setting the stage for heart disease, strokes, and other cardiovascular issues. Research has found that people who experience high levels of stress are twice as likely to suffer from heart-related illnesses compared to those who manage their stress effectively. Perhaps most concerning is the impact of stress on the immune system. When cortisol levels are consistently high, the immune response is weakened, making the body more susceptible to infections, autoimmune diseases, and even cancer. Chronic inflammation, driven by stress, has been linked to a wide range of health problems, from arthritis and diabetes to digestive disorders and chronic pain. All of this research points to one undeniable conclusion: stress is not just a mental or emotional burden, it is a biological weapon that accelerates aging and shortens lifespan. The science of how stress ages you faster. 1. Stress in your cells, the telomere connection. At the heart of aging are telomeres, the protective caps at the end of our DNA. Think of them like the plastic tips on shoelaces. When they wear down, the shoelace frays. When telomeres shrink too quickly, our cells can no longer regenerate properly, and that's when visible aging and diseases set in. A groundbreaking study by Nobel Prize-winning scientist Elizabeth Blackburn found that chronic stress shortens telomeres, making people biologically older than their real age. Women under constant stress had telomeres that made them appear up to a decade older. 2. How cortisol destroys your skin and hair. Cortisol is the enemy of youthful skin. It breaks down collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep skin firm and youthful. Ever noticed how presidents age drastically after years in office? Stress depletes their collagen reserves, leading to sagging skin, wrinkles, and a tired appearance. Cortisol also triggers hair loss by pushing hair follicles into a resting phase, making hair thinner, duller, and prone to falling out. 3. The brain shrinkage effect. Stress doesn't just age your appearance, it literally shrinks your brain. Research from Yale University found that people with chronic stress have smaller brain volume, especially in the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and learning. That's why people under stress experience brain fog, forgetfulness, and difficulty concentrating. Over time, this can even lead to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. 4. Stress in your heart, the silent killer. Chronic stress is a leading cause of high blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. When cortisol is constantly elevated, it causes inflammation in blood vessels, leading to plaque buildup and cardiovascular disease. This is why people who experience long-term stress are twice as likely to die from heart-related illnesses. 5. Inflammation, the root of aging and disease. Stress leads to chronic inflammation, which is the hidden cause of most age-related diseases, including arthritis, diabetes, cancer, and dementia. Scientists now believe inflammation is the key driver of aging, and stress is one of the biggest triggers. A shocking real-life example of stress-induced aging. If you still doubt the power of stress to accelerate aging, consider the well-documented case of U.S. presidents. It is no coincidence that every president, regardless of age, emerges from their time in office looking drastically older than when they first took the job. The immense stress of the position takes a visible toll, rapidly aging them in just a few short years. Scientists have analyzed photos of past presidents and found that they age twice as fast while in office due to chronic stress. Their hair grays, their skin wrinkles, and their overall health deteriorates, clear evidence of the profound impact stress has on the aging process. Now, think about your own life. How much stress are you carrying every day? And more importantly, how is it affecting your body, mind, and longevity? You have the power to control how fast you age. The good news is that while stress may accelerate aging, it is not inevitable. You have the power to slow down the aging process by actively managing stress and prioritizing your health. The first step is recognizing that stress is not just an unavoidable part of life, it is a serious health threat that must be addressed. Simple lifestyle changes can have a profound impact on reducing stress and preserving youthfulness. Engaging in mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing can lower cortisol levels and promote relaxation. Getting adequate sleep is essential for cellular repair and overall well-being. Maintaining a balanced diet rich in antioxidants can help combat inflammation and oxidative stress. Regular physical activity has been proven to reduce stress hormones and improve brain health. Most importantly, fostering strong social connections and practicing gratitude can create a sense of fulfillment and happiness that counteracts the damaging effects of stress. The reality is that aging is not just about time, it's about the choices we make every day. By taking control of stress, you can protect your body from premature aging, enhance your mental clarity, and enjoy a longer, healthier life. Share your experience and take charge of your health. Have you ever noticed how stress affects your appearance or energy levels? Have you experienced firsthand the toll that chronic stress can take on your body? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's start a conversation about how we can combat stress and reclaim our youth. And if you're ready to take the next step in managing stress, don't miss our next video, where we'll dive deep into scientifically proven techniques to reduce stress and reverse its aging effects. Your health, your youth, and your future are in your hands. Subscribe now for more life-changing insights on health and longevity.